Congratulations to the class of 2023. You all look so bright and shiny in your coats. We are now entering the 8th year of a burgeoning Mount Sinai tradition, asking our first-year medical students to join together and draft and ratify their own student oath. Through this process, our students were given the opportunity to establish, commit to, and share the professional ideals that will govern their time at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai and beyond. Last week, in their Art and Science of Medicine course, 18 groups of students each generated what they held to be their most important ideal as they embark on their medical education and career. Representatives from each of these groups then worked with my colleague, Dr. Craig Katz, to combine these 18 ideals into the oath you are about to hear. I now ask the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai class of 2023 to stand up and join me as we recite your oath. As lifelong students and aspiring physicians of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai class of 2023, we commit to leverage our whole selves for the care of our whole patients, provide care worthy of trust, serve patients with competence and humility, courageously advocate for our patients and their communities, and practice an ethics of generosity with ourselves and others. We strive to remain intellectually curious, drive the forefront of medicine through collaborative, impactful innovation, and disseminate what we know and learn. We acknowledge our power and privilege, and we seek to identify and dismantle personal and systemic biases in the name of our patients and our communities, and use our collective power to be critical of the systems in which we live and work and strive for betterment. We hold ourselves accountable for acting on the intentions we set forth today. You may be seated. Just as the medical student oath was written and ratified by the class of 2023, this past year our faculty participated in a similar process by which they discussed and submitted what they considered their highest ideals as medical educators. These ideals were then incorporated into the new Mount Sinai Medical Educator Oath, which today we will recite for the first time. I now ask all faculty members of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai to stand and join me in the Medical Educator Oath. The mission of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai is to produce physicians and scientists who are prepared to enter society as informed advocates and activists who are able to advance clinical care and science and promote change. We, the faculty, seek to embody this mission and so pledge the following to you, our students, in our effort to help you become the best possible physicians and your best possible selves, to serve as models for caring, competent, and unbiased care of our patients, to engage you in the joy and privilege of practicing the art and science of medicine and the rewards of learning for life, to uphold the highest standards in scientific and medical research, to inspire you to respect the art and science of medicine, but also to question the status quo, to recognize that our opportunity to teach is also our opportunity to learn, to not just teach, but also nurture, to share of both our craft and ourselves, to demonstrate that self-examination means as much as examinations, to be kind in evaluating you and ourselves, to never lose sight of our wellness and the wellness of all those around us, to have the courage to stand up for the oppressed and vulnerable and against prejudice and racism in all that we do, to be aware of our own biases and those around us and strive to eliminate them, to meet you where you are and get you where you want to be. And finally, to never forget as physicians, scientists, and educators what we know as human beings. Please be seated.